evening, everyone. My name is Helkilaton, and I'm the one who's going to introduce our topic, which is the Chapter 6 Segmentation, Positioning, and Target Marketing. Segmentation, targeting, and positioning, or simply STP, for short, has an important role in getting to the right customer. These three serve as tools to align product services with the right customers. Segmentation classifies the customers into groups with similar needs and wants so that companies can be able to use its limited resources. So segmentation it classifies the customers into groups with similar needs and wants so that the companies can be able to use its limited resources. Target market is basically a particular segment of customers where marketing is directed following the right segmentation. Once a marketing effort is directed towards the right target market, there will be a greater marketing efficiency. Lastly, positioning is creating a brand image in the mind of the customer for customer retention and more customer delight. Segmentation entails discovering what types of consumers with diverse needs exist. In order for a company to be profitable, it needs to meet the needs of a particular group of consumers. In general, marketing professionals have three approaches in meeting the needs of customers, which are the first is the undifferentiated strategy. Undifferentiated, undifferentiated strategy. Here are all consumers are treated as the same with companies not making any specific efforts to satisfy particular groups. Example is usually kaning mga consumers nga mupalit og mga nangihanglan og mga rice kani palit ni rice, sugar, salt and other similar generic or standardized products. Muna sila mga example sa undifferentiated strategy. Next is concentrated strategy. A company chooses to focus, specialize, and target only one segment of the market while leaving other segments to competitors. Though it is a similar group of customers, yet the business can very well satisfy their specific needs and generate more sales. Example ni guys is Cebu Pacific, which focuses on price-sensitive consumers who will give up meals and assign seating for low prices. In other case, a beauty parlor may only serve affluent female customers by offering only expensive haircuts and mga treatments. Nana. Number 3, differentiated strategy. Here, a company is trying to sell two or more specific market segments. Consumers that are treated in different ways, possibly there will be different marketing messages, different distribution channels, different pricing setup, and different tactics in modifying an offering. For example, a company that manufactures vitamin supplements might use a gender-based market segments. It could manufacture one multivitamin formula for women or another one for men. On the other hand, market segmentation is a marketing concept that breaks down into segments the customers based on similarities in taste, demand, and preference. Each segment is composed of individuals who think on similar lines and have the same interests. For instance, in a survey by Sinovate, a leading global market intelligence company, it was discovered that there are 5 segments of wealthy adults in Asia. The market segmentation used in the attitudes, media exposures, habits, and product consumption patterns. Such survey includes attitudes, media exposure, habits, and product consumption patterns. Then, dili man makita guys ang table 2 segmentation of fluent Asians. Dili na sa sound guys kay taas. You can check it in our guys PowerPoint. Then sa next, in order to determine the appropriate basis for segmenting market, the very beginning task is to find out the variables that divide the heterogeneous market into some homogeneous segments of similar needs and wants. So there are two types of segmentation approaches. One is need-based approach. Under the needs-based approach, market is segregated into different segments according to similar nature of needs. Customer needs are main tools of dividing market. Market research is to uncover the needs of consumers in market. So, kaning needs based approach guys is kuan siya guys. Uh, you need to conduct for example you need to conduct kanang kuan market research in order to uncover sa mga needs sa consumers sa market. Number two, profile profilers approach. Profilers are descriptive in nature and measurable in terms of customer characteristics such as location, nationality, age, sex, income, which can be used to update a segmentation exercise. Generally, geographic, demographic, psychographic, and behavioral variables are used under profiler segmentation, bases which are briefly described below. So, next guys is the criteria for successful segmentation. So, baga man yung mga guidelines sa successful segmentation. When market segmentation criteria are clearly defined, it ensures that customers are more likely to identified by the product that is fitted for them. It also reduces wastage of resources, cutting the time used in market the wrong products to the wrong customers. It is vital, however, to certain resources on market segments whose size is big enough, has continued growth, and has good profitability both immediately and in the long run. Through through segmenting in the market, a company is able to consider its customer buying behavior at specific rates. There are several market segmentation criteria to meet for successful market segmentation. These criteria are beneficial in creating a particular marketing mix. Here are some of these criteria as explained below. Segment must be measurable. Market segments are typically measured in terms of sales value or volume or simply the number of customers within a segment. A good market research must be able to find out the accurate size of a market segment. This way, marketer may make decisions as to manner and extent of focus of the marketing efforts for such segment. Consumers who belong to a specific target market and segment should be obviously identifiable. The characteristics to take in order to roll out in identification of a market segment are also distinct and quantifiable. Target markets are measurable in terms of population, income, age bracket, and among other factors. For instance, to identify a specific child segment for baby haircut service, it must be based on the population of geographic regions, age groups, social or demographic categories. Marketers must also be able to calculate the number of children or their parents who would be willing, unresponsive, or unwilling towards the product or service. Without this information, it would once again be hard to justify the required marketing mix for the haircut service. Segment must be accessible. When differentiating at market segment, it is essential to reflect on how the group might be accessed. It is crucial to know whether this falls within the strengths and abilities of the company's market department. Different segments may react better to outdoor advertising, social media campaigns, television infomercials, or any other promotional approaches. Market segments should be easily reached in terms of geography and economy. To allow accessibility of goods and services, there must be correct application of fitting marketing strategies. This is because marketing strategy used for one group should be different from the strategy used for another, as their needs vary. For example, different age groups have diverse fashion styles and consume different products. The way of communicating to this market segment should match up to the pertinent needs of consumers in this segment. A company must have access to its targeted segment with its particular marketing mix. It should have take under consideration the fact that not all children are literate. Some children are only permitted a definite amount of television viewing time per day. Yet children are an easy target market to promote since many view the television for at least 2 hours a day. A company may advertise over them. However, the company should endeavor to advertise responsibly and consider aiming for promotions towards parents and children. Next, a segment must be substantial. A substantial market segment should be sufficiently large to have enough spending power for the company to sustain itself. The targeted segment must be adequate in size so that a customized market mix could be fashioned and sustained. There is basically a big size of yappies or young professionals in the Philippines that could be considered a viable target market. A feasible market segment ought to be a homogeneous group. It must be a group with obviously defined characteristics, for instance, age group, socioeconomic, and brand perception. It is also vital to consider longevity. Simply, it must be a market segment that is stable, that is not likely to be disbanded or changed totally beyond being identified in a short period of time. Segment must be actionable or responsive. Market segment that warrants action should have a practical value. This means the segment should have characteristics that provide supporting data for marketing position or sales strategy. Segment must have outcomes that are easily computed, preferably with respect to the existing dimensions of market segments as described by initial market research. The organization should have adequate resources to get in touch with targeted segments. It is useless targeting a market segment if the company cannot support the implementation of strategy due to not having enough resources. The target segment likewise must be able to respond to the company's proposed marketing mix. It is essential that customers take action to determine which for them is not important. For instance, pricing for children may not be vital, but for their parents it is.
Good morning, sir. My topic is are about consumer market segmentation on demographic characteristics and psychographic characteristics, vals, behavioral characteristics, usage rate, categorizing, and product benefits. So the first is consumer market segmentation. One where retailer sells goods and services to consumer for personal use or consumption. Second, demographic characteristics. So, variables within a nation's populations such as age, gender, income, level, marital status, ethnic origin, and educational level. Third, psychographic characteristics. The qualitative methodology of studying consumers based on psychological characteristics and traits such as values, desires, goals, interests, and lifestyle choice. Fourth, vals. So vals comes from Latin word. The meaning are worth, health, and strength. Fifth, behavioral characteristics based on behavior of the person. So, very sabotable na, di ba? Usage rate, a measure of the quantity of a product consumed by a user in given period. Next, categorizing. So, there have three types of categorizing. One is heavy users, consumer who uses or buys our product in an intensive way that is above using average. Second, mid-level users, consumers that semi-regularly but not very frequently use for purchase your product. Third, light users, use the software in a limited way. The last one, product benefits, the positive outcome or value that our customer receives from using a product or services. That's all. Thank you.
Brand loyalty. It divides the market into groups according to their degree of loyalty. The best example of the behavioral segmentation by loyalty is observed in the hospitality segment where airlines, hotels, restaurant, and other gives their best service to provide the most excellent experience possible such that they can retain their customer. Service is a major differentiator in the hospitality sector. The hospitality sector is one of the best loyalty programs ever. Thus, the loyalty of the customer can also be used for behavioral segment. Brand loyalty is muna if the customer is magpalit gyapon sa ilang kuan loyal sa ilang kuan despite sa despite nga daga sila mga visitor nga nag offer og similar nga product adto gyapon nila mo palit mga loyal. Based from the concept of total loyalty marketing TLM by Ann M. Schuller and G. Hart, which there there are the five levels of customer loyalty. First is applicant. Mag-applicant mo ni ang mga product sa kuan enterprises or organization. Second is the first time buyer. First time buyer is money ang mga una mong palit. Bawa naman. Third is the frequent buyer. Kini frequent buyer is money sila ang mga sigig palit sa kuan. Palit sa imong kuan, sigig palit-palit. Ang ika-opat is the promoter. Kini promoter man kanang rag promote sa imong kuan. Loyal ni sila magpalit. I-promote para kay nakagusto sila. Next is that loyal customer. Ini mga loyal customer na mo consistently nga palit, mo bayad, mo palit, mo maintain sa inyong relationship sa sukuan loyal. Occasion. It divides the market into groups according to the occasions. When they get the idea to buy. Actually, make for purchase or respond to the product such as birthday, anniversary, Christmas, and the likes. Products such as chocolate and premium foods will sell on festival. Similarity confections will sell when there is a party. This product are generally targeted by behavioral segment. Occasion siya is magkuhan sa di ba siya kay example is Christmas, di ba? Dagang man ito mga uh, Christmas tree, medyo na niya pag kanang kalagalag yung mali pang biko, Valentine's Day mga chocolate, yung occasion. This category can be broken down into three subcategories. First category is the universal occasion. This applies to the majority of consumers within a certain demographic. Beginning nga mo occasion is man yung mga international like Christmas, like tanan mo sila mga Christmas mga parang All Saints Day, parang ba kalag. Next is the regular personal occasion. This applies to the purchase of an individual consumers mix based on factors in their personal life. Kini nga occasion is man ang mga birthday occasion, mga anniversary, or mga personal. Third is the rare personal occasion. These are the irregularities that are not necessarily traceable or predictable. Kini is kanang kini jang mga kanang kalit-kalit ra ba. Minom mga road trip. Mo kon ba dili ni matag na mo kuan ni ana. User status. It divides the market into non-user, prospect, first-time buyers, regular users, and defectors. Regular factors or customers who have chosen a competitor brand of a product. First is the non-user. Might be made conscious that they have a problem or a pinpoint in the first place. Two is the prospect. Will need to learn why preferring a company's product or service in a better choice. But three is the first-time buyers. Might require additional instruction on how to use a company's product to obtain the most of it. But four is the regular user. Would benefit from the being introduced to supplementary products or service a company offers that could help them reach in their goals. Number 5 is the defector. Might tough it's doubtful to come back to a company's brand if it is recently mended the issue that made them to defect in the first place. Geographic characteristic. Consumer markets also have different geographic characteristic. Geographic segmentation is the practice of segmenting a campaign's target audience based on where they are located. Geographic variables including market size, region, country, locality, population density, and even climate. Geographic variables are not good prediction of consumer behavior. This data choice of consumer from the rural and urban areas does not differ much. It cannot foresee future buying behavior within consumer. Geographical segmentation is helpful for big and small business alike. Large business with international markets may decide to offer product or service particularly for consumers like snack business. Ang geographical kanang characteristic is magkuhan sa ni sa ini mag-segment sa kanang market kay magkuhan man ni sila og base pa og magkuhan sa kanang market size sa region o kanang sa country city ba sila or sa urban ug ato sila magpalit sa dapat di ba palit sa urban areas nga sa city nga sa urban lagi di may magpalit ka nga para di para sa city nga dito ninyo mapalitan. Here are some factors and examples under geographical segmentation. One is the climate. Di ba sa climate is pagkiltog sa kuan sa India is pero may mag-snow, di ba pero jacket so jacket nga pangtugnaw di kay magsando muna yung mga product mo kuan to mamalit. Next, the population density. Kuan sa dito og unsa ka daghan na ginso unsa mo ka daghan sa inyong population. Third is the cultural preference. Mga culture say kana nagkuan jud ka sa nang say culture kana na kuan niyo mga bantu mo sa kuan sa Luzon nga kuan kay daghang kuan sa mga to sa Northern Luzon kay mga ano mga ita ito ni ito friends ka sa ilang culture. Geographic segmentation is beneficial for international business which operate in a definite area. Even such a small business can appropriately use this concept as they have to provide the needs of the customers. Business can easily recognize the needs and preference of the customers and avoid marketing products that are not fitting to the place. Muni nga, kuhan sila sa kalugar o angay ba sila motinda na di ba for example na katong example sa katong climate nga kaya nag-snow dito ka tinda dito mga sando hindi man ako palit to kay tugnaw man may mga sando. Business market segmentation. As discussed earlier, segmentation is the process of dividing a target market group into subgroups so that they would be specific communication channels and key message to a particular market segment. Just like the consumer market, business market can be subdivided into various ways based on the marketers objectives and product and services offering as a whole. The more distinctly and accurately the market can be segmented, the greater the chances that the marketer will be able to connect with the consumers and induce preferred action. Here are the ways in which to divide the business market. First is kining farming market segment no nga market segment is mag-divide ni siya sa mga customers ang tugon sa imo divide according sa silang gender, male na age ba, senior citizen or mga teenager kay if imo ni inanan mo sila is mas dali man yung makuan kana mas accurate ang imong sa imong offer nga action service product mas dali man imong org ma-accurate man kay man basta lang i-group according to kuan kana mo ni ang mga kuan sa nang maginig mga kuan atong mga subdivided business market ways. First is the geographic segmentation. Geographic segmentation is used to identify business target markets depending on where the business is situated. Muni is kanang geographic segmentation is muni ag kanang asa na locate ang business, rural ba sa city ba, na rin segment o kanang o kuan pa kanang sa kadaghanan ng tao ang climate ay medyo sa gusto ng and sa init sa kuan ani ang geographical segmentation. Next, the segmentation by size. Business to business or B2B marketers concerned regard to a larger possible business customer base on their site. Size may be calculated using the number of employees or the terms of yearly sales. Larger company may represent the potential for more considerate sales, while smaller companies may represent the potential for the more considerable sales. While smaller companies embrace value by value of the fact that there will be many more of them to target as customer. Muning ang segmentation by size is ang muning sa kadakaang inyong business, sa kadakaang inyong mga employee. Okay. Gusto ko, di ba, mas daghan mo ko na ma-produce kay segmentation by industry. Industry segmentation may be used by marketers who are selling products with particular appeal in certain industry segments. For instance, our example is ang kining mga companies nga nag-specialize sa computer components kanang kuan sila nga mag-identify sila sa companies that uses the components and then segment these companies into target group for communication and outreach. Next is the business needs segmentation. Segmentation based on business needs allows marketers to pinpoint and connect with business that span geographies, size, and industry, but share a common needs addressed by marketers' products or service. For example, virtually every business needs telephone system and computers. Marketers may prefer to combine segmentation to more narrowly identify their audience, such as businesses that needs accounting software that are located with a certain radius and a part of the energy to utility industry. That's the selecting target market. Marketing entails dividing a market into segments that then focus all marketing efforts on a few key segments comprising of those customers who needs and desire match very well a company's product or service offerings. Selecting market targets sa agani mga targets is mani ang mga target market sa mani silang ikanang groups nga segment ka groups nga kanang mga groups nga ng mga tiguang nga senior citizen. Minsan lang kanang segment mo ikuan mo tipo ni groups kay dito yung i-focus kanang mag-select ka dito mo mag-focus ka focus intong kanang market service mo kanang tiguang kanang bali mga adjust kay di na sila makita ito mag-focus ag yung kuan sa mga senior citizen bali mo na siya inyong mga target sa inyong market.
Undifferentiated targeting. Undifferentiated target marketing is an approach whereby a company selects the whole market as one big market with no individual segments. Some companies, particularly extremely big companies, try to target the whole market through offering an extensive range of products and services considered necessary by all people in the market. The company makes use of only one marketing mix for the entire market. The company presumes that individual customers have the same needs that can be satisfied with a common marketing mix. Undifferentiated marketing, it is also known as mass targeting, involves marketing a product or service to a broad or heterogeneous audience without a specific segmentation or targeting. Multiple segment targeting. Multiple segment targeting is an approach in which the company selects two or more segments to go after. It exploits the differences between marketing segments by designing a specific marketing mix for each segment. A company making use of multiple segment targeting strategy provides service to two or more distinct segments and creates a separate marketing mix for each one of them. Individual brands are produced to serve each of the segments. It has a big possibility to produce sales volume, bigger profits, greater market share, and economies of scale both in manufacturing and marketing. However, the strategy entails more product design, production, promotion, inventory, marketing research, and management costs. Multiple segment targeting is differentiated targeting. Their strategy involves targeting multiple distinct markets segments which customize marketing approaches to each segment's specific needs and characteristics. Concentrated targeting or niche. Concentrated targeting marketing focuses on one or a few segments or niches in a market. The aim is then to reach a large share in the segment or niche, instead of going after a small share of a large market. Concentrated targeting. This strategy involves focusing marketing efforts on a narrow and specific market segment. Micro-marketing. Micro-marketing means tailoring the market programs and products to suit the needs and wants of specific locations of specific individuals. Therefore, micro-marketing can take the form of local marketing and individual marketing. This is the narrowest market target strategy possible. It is directed to a small group of highly targeted customers. It is most commonly used by small businesses that have restricted resources and would like to get to customers with highly targeted products, prices, and promotions. Micro-marketing is hyper-targeting. This approach involves highly specific or precise marketing efforts aimed to individual consumers. Positioning strategies. Positioning is the space a brand occupies in the brains of customers. It makes customers view a product in an exceptional and distinctive way and makes it stand out from the competition. It is the reason why the customers buy a product or service. Positioning involves implementing the market targeting. Positioning strategies involves defining how a product or brand is perceived in the minds of consumers relative to competitors. Product characteristics or customer benefits. This strategy basically concentrates on the attributes of the product or customer benefits. Example, L'Oreal is positioned as no ammonia hair color. The product characteristics may be short-term and may be assumed by the competition. However, on a first-come, first-served basis, the first brand to advertise its unique selling proposition, features, and benefits gains more awareness from the public. Product characteristics or customer benefits. These are the specific attributes or quality of the product that provides benefits to customer and meet their needs. Pricing quality. Basically because of perception, most consumers perceive that if a product is expensive, it will be a quality product, whereas if a product is cheaper, it is perceived with lower quality. In many product categories, there are brands that deliberately attempt to offer more in terms of service, features, or performance. They change more, partly to cover higher costs and partly to let the consumers believe that the product is certainly of higher quality. Pricing quality. Pricing quality is value for money. It refers to the perception of getting a good balance between the price of a product or service and the quality or benefits it offers. Use or application. Positioning of a product can also be done on the basis of its use or application. The best examples of positioning by use or application are mobile phones. Each mobile phone company positions itself through offering some USPs, differentiating points, uses, and applications which make the customer buy their brand. Use or application. It describes the specific reason or intent for which something is employed or utilized.
Product user. A product user refers to an individual or group of individuals who use a particular product, such as a physical item or a software application, to meet their needs or achieve specific goals. Product users can vary widely depending on the product and its intended purpose. Next is the product class. A product class refers to a group or category of products that share similar characteristics, attributes, and functions. Products within the same class often serve a common purpose or target a similar consumer need. For example, smartphones. Different brands and models of smartphones fall into this product class, providing mobile communication and a wide range of features. Next is a cultural symbol. A cultural symbol are often used to convey messages and create associations that resonate with a specific target audience based on their cultural beliefs, values, and references. For example, the Chinese dragon and marketing. Its meaning is, the dragon is a powerful and auspicious symbol in Chinese culture representing strength, good luck, and prosperity. It's commonly used in Chinese New Year celebrations and other important cultural events. In marketing use, companies that want to connect to the Chinese market often incorporate the dragon symbol into their marketing materials, especially during Chinese New Year promotions. This symbol can be used in advertising, packaging, and promotional campaigns to convey good fortune and attract Chinese consumers. Using cultural symbols in marketing can help brands establish a connection within a specific audience and demonstrate an understanding of their cultural values. However, it's essential for marketers to use the symbols respectfully and in ways that align with the cultural context, as misinterpretations or misappropriations can lead to backlash or cultural insensitivity. Next is the competitors. Competitors are businesses or organizations that operate in the same industry or offer similar products or services, and they are often in direct competition with each other for market share, customers, and revenue. So, for example, soft drink industry competitors. In the soft drink industry, several well-known competitors include the Coca-Cola Company, Pepsi, Dr. Pepper's Snapple Group. These competitors all produce a range of carbonated and non-carbonated beverages, and they engage in marketing, pricing, and distribution strategies to gain a competitive edge in the market. Competitor analysis is crucial for businesses to understand their competitive landscape and make informed decisions to stay competitive. Next is the perceptual mapping. Perceptual mapping, also known as positioning mapping, is a visual representation of how consumers perceive products or brands relative to each other in a market. It helps businesses understand how customers view and differentiate between various products based on specific attributes or characteristics. Perceptual maps are typically created through surveys or consumer feedback and are used to identify market opportunities and make strategic decisions. For example, if a brand wants to target the mid-range market, it may aim to position its product in the lower right quadrant, offering a balance between price and performance. Perceptual mapping is a valuable tool for businesses to understand their competitive landscape, identify opportunities for differentiation, and tailor their marketing and product development strategies to better meet customer needs and preferences. Next is the communicating a positioning strategy. It involves conveying to your target audience how your brand or product is distinct from competitors and why it's the best choice for them. This communication is typically done through marketing and branding efforts to create a specific image and perception in the minds of consumers. For example, Volvo's positioning strategy. Volvo has long been associated with safety in the automobile industry. Their positioning strategy is built around the idea that Volvo vehicles are among the safest on the road. Communication. Volvo communicates its positioning strategy through various means: advertising, product design, content marketing, and brand messaging. By effectively communicating their safety positioning strategy, Volvo has created a strong brand image and is a go-to choice for consumers who prioritize safety in their vehicle purchases. Positioning strategies can be based on various attributes such as quality, price, innovation, or lifestyle. Effective communication of the chosen strategy helps shape consumer perceptions and influences their purchasing decisions. Next is writing a positioning statement. Writing a positioning statement is a concise and clear declaration that defines how you want your brand, product, or service to be perceived by your target audience. It typically includes elements like your target audience, the unique value you offer, and what sets you apart from competitors. A well-crafted positioning statement serves as a guiding foundation for marketing and branding efforts. For example, positioning statement for a coffee brand. For target audience, brand name, example, target audience. This should be a description of your ideal customer or who you are trying to reach. For a coffee brand, it could be coffee enthusiasts or busy professionals. Brand name, insert the name of your brand or product. Product category, describe what your brand or product is. In this case, it's coffee. Unique value proposition, highlight what makes your brand or product unique and valuable. For instance, provides the finest single origin coffee beans or offers a wide variety of unique flavor options and reasons why it's different from competitors. So, this positioning statement clearly conveys the target audience, the brand name, the product category, the unique value proposition, and what makes Daily Brew different from other coffee brands. It provides a clear direction for marketing and branding efforts to emphasize these points and create a distinct image in the minds of consumers. Next is the repositioning. Repositioning is a strategic marketing process where a brand, product, or company seeks to change its current positioning in the market to create a new perception among its target audience. This can involve altering the way the brand is perceived, the target market it serves, or the value it offers. Repositioning is often done to address changes in consumer preferences, market dynamics, or to overcome a negative image. So, for example, Apple Incorporated. Apple is known for its innovative and premium products. However, in the early 1990s, the company faced financial challenges and struggled to compete in the personal computer market. At the time, Apple's image was associated with a niche market and high prices. As a result of this repositioning, Apple's market share and brand perception changed significantly, and it became one of the world's most valuable and influential companies. Repositioning allowed Apple to adapt to evolving consumer needs and market conditions, ultimately leading to its success. So repositioning could have the following benefits: stronger competitive position, enhanced sales, clearer target market, better aligned to present market needs, and possible media attention. So, a stronger competitive position in businesses and marketing refers to a company's ability to outperform its competitors and gain an advantageous position in the market. This means that a company has certain attributes or strategies that make it more competitive and capable of achieving its goals. Next is the enhanced sale. Enhanced sales or increased sales, which means generating more revenue through the sale of products or services. It typically involves strategies and efforts to boost sales numbers. For example, A retail store implements a series of marketing initiatives such as targeted advertising, promotional discounts, and an improved online shopping experience. As a result, they observe a significant increase in the number of products sold and the total revenue generated during a specific period. This increase in sales can be referred to as enhanced sales. Next is the clearer target market. A clearer target market refers to a more well-defined and specific group of potential customers that a business or organization aims to reach with its products or services. Having a clear and well-understood target market allows a company to tailor its marketing efforts more effectively. Next, better aligned to present market needs. Being better aligned to present market needs means that a product, service, or business strategy has been adjusted to more closely match the current demands and preferences of the market. Next is the possible media attention. Possible media attention refers to the likelihood of a topic, event, or issue gaining coverage and visibility in the media. This attention can be positive or negative depending on the context. Next is the repositioning strategies. Repositioning consists of changing a target markets or the differential advantages or both. These are four generic repositioning strategies, namely same product and target market, change in the image of the product repositioning, intangible repositioning, and intangible repositioning. So our positioning strategies are marketing and branding approaches used to change how a brand, product, or service is perceived by its target audience. These strategies aim to adapt to evolving market conditions, consumer preferences, or competitive pressures. Next is same product and target market change. A change in the image of a product without altering the product itself can be an effective repositioning strategy. For example, in the fashion industry, a well-established clothing brand that traditionally targeted a mature and conservative audience decides to reposition itself to appeal to a younger and trendier market. Instead of changing the product or the clothing, they revamp their branding, marketing, and store designs. They adapt a more vibrant and contemporary image using social media influencers to showcase their clothing as fashionable and hip. This shift in image without altering the clothing items themselves can attract a younger audience without changing the core product. Next, product repositioning. For example of product repositioning, Levi's, a well-known denim brand, originally positioned itself as a rugged and durable workwear brand for blue-collar workers and miners. Over time, as the market evolved and consumer preferences changed, Levi's repositioned itself. They expanded their product line to include more fashion-oriented denim and began targeting a younger, more style-conscious demographic. Next is the intangible repositioning. Intangible repositioning involves changing the way a brand or product is perceived without necessarily altering its physical attributes. So, for example, McDonald's, known for its fast food offerings, initiated an intangible repositioning strategy to improve its brand image and address concerns about the nutritional quality of its food. The company introduced healthier menu options like salads, fruit slices, and grilled chicken. Next is the tangible repositioning. Tangible repositioning typically involves making physical changes to a product or its attribute to better align it with changing market needs. Challenges of repositioning. Repositioning a product, brand, or businesses can be a complex undertaking, and it often comes with various challenges. So, for example of some of the challenges a company might face when attempting to reposition a product. A well-established luxury watch brand decides to reposition one of its product lines to appeal to a younger and more price-conscious demographic. This repositioning involves introducing more affordable watch models while maintaining the brand's reputation for quality and craftsmanship. So these challenges may include brand image dilemma, consumer perception, competition, distribution challenges, marketing and messaging, and product and cost management. Successfully navigating these challenges will be critical for the luxury watch brand to reposition its product line and attract a younger, price-conscious consumer segment without damaging its overall brand reputation. Next is the development cost. Development costs are expenses associated with creating or improving products, services, or technologies. Next, development costs are expenses associated with creating or improving products, services, or technologies. For example, a software company is developing a new mobile app for a client. The development cost for this project includes salaries, software and tools, equipment, office space, marketing and user testing, consulting fees, and legal and intellectual property. All these expenses collectively represent the development cost associated with creating the mobile app for the client. These costs are incurred during the development phase and are essential for delivering the final product. Next is the significant cost of re-educating the market. Re-educating the market can be a significant cost for businesses, especially when they need to change consumer perceptions or habits. For example, a traditional taxi company aims to compete with ride-sharing services like Uber and Lyft, which have become popular in the market. To do so, the taxi company invests in a major rebranding effort and technology overall to offer a ride-hailing app similar to Uber. However, the challenge is that many consumers are already accustomed to using Uber and Lyft. Next is the loss of current sales. Loss of current sales can occur when a business makes strategic changes that impact its existing customer base. For example, a food delivery has been operating in a city for several years, primarily offering fast food and unhealthy meal options. In response to changing consumer preferences toward healthier eating, the company decides to reposition itself as a provider of nutritious and balanced meal choices. This repositioning includes offering a menu of salads, whole grain options, and healthier fast food alternatives. Next is the confused positioning. Confused positioning typically refers to a situation where a company's branding, messaging, or marketing efforts are unclear or inconsistent, causing confusion among its target audience. For example, a clothing retailer tries to position itself as a brand that offers high-quality, luxurious fashion items while simultaneously promoting frequent sales and discounts. This leads to confusion among its customers. Some perceive the brand as high-end, while others view as a discount retailer. Next is the decision of repositioning. Decision of repositioning against a new offering. Positioning a product or brand against a new offering can be a strategic decision made to maintain or regain market share. For example, a well-established coffee shop chain has been the go-to place for traditional coffee beverages like espresso and cappuccino. A new coffee competitor enters the market with a unique offering of artisanal, organic, and sustainability-sourced coffee. To compete effectively, the coffee shop chain decides to reposition itself. Then, it involves the menu expansion, marketing strategy, store design, training, and pricing strategy. By making these decisions, the coffee shop chain repositions itself to compete effectively against the new offering and attract customers who seek high-quality and ethically sourced coffee, while still retaining its existing customer base. Next is the competitive actions. Competitive actions refer to strategic moves taken by businesses to gain an advantage over their competitors. For example, in the smartphone industry, Company A and Company B are first competitors. Company A, looking to gain a competitive edge, takes the following actions: product innovation, pricing strategy, and marketing campaign. Next is the brand risk. Brand risk refers to potential threats or negative impacts that can harm a brand's reputation, image, or value. For example, an established multinational food company that prides itself on quality and food safety experiences a brand risk when a series of consumers report food poisoning incidents after consuming one of its popular products. The risk associated with this situation includes reputation damage, loss of just legal and regulatory issues, financial impact, competitive disadvantage. The company must take swift and effective actions to address the brand risk, including recalling the affected product, improving quality control processes, and communicating transparently with customers to regain trust and mitigate further damage to its brand.